Welcome to this video where I'm going to talk about my November dividends that I have just been paid and look forward to what December may look like, and I might be getting a few early Christmas presents. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Mark of Desperately Seeking Fi. So I'm going to use the stock events app that I have spoken about previously, and I've done a video on it, so if you want to go and have a quick look at that, there is the free version and the paid version, so go have a look, see what you think. This is basically what my dividends have been looking like over this year. So just over £750 is what I'm due to get over the 2023. And what we have is in November, I had about £104 due to come in, but it doesn't quite work out at that because of withholding tax for one of the stocks that I hold. So let's go. There are lots of different things on this screen, but the ones that we are really interested in looking at are the light orange ones. So if we have a look on the 3rd of November, we have BATS, British American Tobacco. It was paying me for the 40 shares that I hold of it, £23.09. And if we look back, that was originally announced way back in July, had its ex-dividend date on the 28th of September, and then the payment actually takes place on the 3rd. Next payment that I actually received was the realty income, and that claims that for the 150 shares that I hold, that I actually received £31.62. What I did actually end up receiving for realty income was £26.20. And as I always say, there is basically a withholding tax if you hold a US stocks and you are not a US citizen. So you have to fill out a form, and that then will mean you come down from paying 30% down to 15% of withholding tax. Next, Taylor Wimpey, the house builder, and I've been building up my position that I hold. So this was an ex-dividend date of the 12th of October for this holding, and at that stage I only held 200 shares of that. I now hold 500, and you'll have seen that covered in my latest portfolio update, and this paid on the 17th of November. Next we have UKW, so looking at Greencoat UK Wind, holding 600 stocks of that, and that paid me £13.14. And that came in on the 24th of November. And then finally, I had PHP, and this one is Primary Health Properties, another one of the REITs that I hold, and this looks at medical facilities like GP practices across the UK and Ireland, and it paid me for the 1,500 shares that I hold in it, £25.13, and that came in on the 24th, and this is split across two different types of stock holdings. So if we look on the 24th, I got £20.10, and then I got a further payment on the 28th for £5.03, and this just comes down to the different type of stock that I actually hold. One is actually a dividend, as we can see there, and then the second one is a property income distribution. It is basically the same, it's just the way that it gets paid out. That's what things were looking like for November 23. What are we looking at for December? At the moment, looking at about £150 coming in, and you will see that quite a lot of these payments coming in this month are going to be tied to many of the ETFs that I actually hold. So we'll just do a quick whistle-stop tour through who is actually going to be paying me in December. So first of all, you're going to have realty income. That's going to come in around that £26 mark. That goes ex-dividend on November the 30th. So that has already been locked in. Then have a very small payment of Sainsbury's. This one went ex-dividend back on the 9th of November and will pay on the 15th. This is actually up at the moment within my portfolio. So what I may do is sell out of this small holding. It isn't very much. I think it's about 70, 80 pounds worth of a holding. But what I might do is move that into one of the ETFs potentially that I hold. Then we have lots of ETFs coming in. So we have VUKE coming in at just under £12 on the 28th, and that, as with most of these, they will all go ex-dividend on the same day. So in around the 15th of December for these Vanguard ones. So this is VMID, the FTSE 250. You then have VWRL, looking at the high yield dividends. And once again, £10.41 coming in for that. VWRL, the Vanguard All World, paying me £5.09. VERX coming in with a very small payment of about £2.31, and this is one of those ETFs that I have in my Own the World daily DCA and monthly DCA pies on the Trading 212 platform. If you go and have a look at the portfolio updates, VFEM, looking at the Vanguard Emerging Markets, £8.44 coming out for that, and that's across a number of different platforms. So I hold that on my Trading 212 as well as my old ISA from last year on Invest Engine. And then VUSA, my largest holding that I have across the whole portfolio, and that is coming in at just under 140 shares of that, and that's going to pay me about £28.47. This will keep ticking up as I will buy some more of this through the daily DCA, monthly DCA, and already hold it in the Own the World. And that's not everything. We also have Trig paying out. That has already gone ex-dividend on the 9th of November, and that will pay out just after Christmas, a nice little £12.25. And then finally, IUKD coming in at 26.66, and I think this might be the largest payment that I'm going to get over the whole month. So that's sort of what I'm looking at on the payments coming in both last month, and then looking at that moving forward into the final month of the year, when we then start to relook into new year, hopefully another productive one, and we will wait and see where that takes us to. Why don't you go and have a look at this video where I cover off the dividend app that I've just been showing you, stock events, and see whether it's something that you may wish to actually use to track all of your dividends as you continue on your investing journey. Thanks very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye.